Hi guys, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing okay. Hope you've had a nice Christmas and New Year as well. Just wait for the old guard to wake up. Hi Boink, Happy New Year as well. There we go. Much better. There was a few days of random fireworks for no reason. Yeah, there may have been a reason for that. Feels like I haven't seen you stream since 2024. I know. But yeah, seriously, hope everyone had a really good Christmas and New Year. Whatever you were doing, regardless if you celebrate or not. So just before we get started, just while people are getting in as well. Video went live on... I'm all put the days. Whenever it went live. It was a couple of days ago. I've had a sleep since then. Maybe Tuesday. So that is a video, it's like the first one of this year, effectively. And basically it is just an overview of what I think Sega might do for 2025 for Phantasy Star, for the different anniversaries. That video, for some reason, is really popping off. I have no idea why. For some reason, it's got like more than 10 times any views of anything else I've uploaded in the last few months, which I'm happy for, but I still don't really know why. But hey, maybe that's how it goes this year. So there will also be another video on Sunday as well, which should be a more typical video. It'll be probably one of the PSO side stories ones, I would have thought. Which will not get thousands of views. There'll also be another stream on Sunday as well. So Sunday we will probably do PSO BB. Just to try and get what we can out of the Christmas event before it ends. So with that, let's get into Phantasy Star. I can barely remember what we're doing. I can see we're in the middle of a dungeon. I can see there's pitfall traps everywhere. So I guess we just try and deal with it. Once again, my headphones are intermittently breaking with the Switch, so this will be fun. I didn't get a warning for the start of the stream. I have no idea why. It's meant to send notifications out. Maybe it could maybe be because I didn't stream for a week. I have heard sometimes that if you don't stream for a little while, sometimes your notifications just don't go out for a bit. Whether that's true or not, I've got no idea. Streamers apparently not allowed breaks. Yeah, hope you're doing well, Miss, though. Hope you had a good Christmas New Year as well. We're getting an item at the end of this. I'm glad you know what we're doing. So I think our party seems like they're in pretty good shape. Meow's MP is getting a little bit low, but I'm not too worried yet. And the only path I can see is, well, there's one at the bottom left, which might just, I think that's just going to lead round. So I'm just going to go to the right, I think. So let's attempt to not step in a lot of pitfall traps. Speculation and theory crafting videos seem popular for stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's, Undertale, a bunch of channels do stuff like that. It does seem that whenever I do a kind of like a discussion style video, they tend to do better. So maybe that's something I lean into more. You were eating and drinking all day. Well, this looks more promising. I'm going to assume that this leads round, so I'm guessing it's this way. Do not be a pitfall trap. Maybe it's the quest to see if someone else has spotted something you haven't. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I do enjoy doing the kind of discussion-based videos, really. I like it when I can sort of talk about something and then bounce it off the people that are watching the videos as well and see what they think as well. It does feel like they tend to do better than some of the other videos, which is fair. I mean, realistically, not many people are going to look up guides for a 20-odd-year-old game, but... After this, we're very close to confronting Lassic. So I think you mentioned last time, I think we are getting close-ish to the end of the game. Maybe a couple more streams, maybe, of it. Well, we've got our first... Not Nessie. I still don't know why these guys are here, because they're so much weaker than everything else here. Maybe they're the pity fights. I'm just going to open it. Got away with that. End of part 13 after this. There are 20 total parts, but the dungeons will take longer and longer. But it's not horrible with the map. Fair enough. I mean, even this dungeon does seem to be quite a bit longer than anything we've done so far. I will say I am not particularly looking forward to doing things like Phantasy Star 2 and onwards, where we don't have a SEGA AGES version. I'm looking forward to playing the games, but not so much the navigation part. Do the Generations version maybe, or a patch version of the original? Maybe. I mean, I do have the Genesis and Mega Drive collection, so I do have that version. Obviously, Sega do not make it particularly easy to get any versions of any of the original Phantasy Stars, apart from the first one. I had a bit of a rant in a PSO video where the author asserted thematic ties meant that Phantasy Star 4 was in PSO's past. I mean, to my knowledge, I mean, I don't really know anything about Phantasy Star 4. I haven't really played it much, apart from knowing some of the characters. Aren't they in completely different systems anyway? This guy isn't allowed to watch it. Drac, just to put your mind at ease, I am not watching anything to do with Phantasy Star 2, 3, or 4. Hey, Pika. Happy New Year as well. Yeah, I kind of want it 2, 3, and 4 to be as blind as possible when I go in, really. Obviously, I'm forgetting to help through them as well, because I appreciate how annoying they are. Are we still at the stage in the game, Drac, at the minute with this where I really shouldn't be opening chests? Because I think, don't we have all the best gear anywhere? we have the best gear. I just don't want to use all the MP on opening chests and healing from traps and so on, so... We need Mazetta for Ice Digger. I mean, I suppose we're getting... Yeah, I suppose we're getting a decent amount of money from the fight, and we do have 17,000 already. One downside to lower encounter rate is that you don't get to talk to monsters more, or even to meet more types of monsters. I don't think there was a Dazorian encounter in this run yet. I think the only Dazorians I've run into is like some of the NPC ones. There was the one you speak to that lies to you. I remember him. Classic Phantasy Star is the Algol system with Motavia, Dizolis and Para, while PSO has Coral. I know I could move a bit faster, but if I move faster, I will walk into a trap. Guaranteed. Yeah, there's still a chance of me. I don't know how many floors this dungeon is. I would imagine a lot. I really do not like the pattern of this. That's a dead end. Given how many traps there was in one of the floors, I'm really worried about this dungeon. It seems to be the theme of the whole dungeon. Actually, dead ends seem to be the theme of this floor in particular. It's 12k Mazetta for Ice Digger. Oh, so we're okay then. Just do a tactical serve. Yeah, I know it's strange being a streamer on a Thursday this week. It's just because with New Year's Day being on the Wednesday, I thought people might have plans for New Year, so I thought probably not best to stream on New Year's Day. From next week, so next week should be a normal stream week as far as I'm aware. So we should be back to Wednesday, Sunday again. The week after that, I think it is, I'm going to do what's called a stream week, where I'm going to do 3 streams that week instead of doing any video uploads. So if you prefer the streams, then that week should be a bit better for you. That will also be the week that we start playing PSO2 Classic as well. So I think Sunday, is it Sunday the 12th, around then? That'll be the first PSO2 Classic stream. Which I am both excited and terrified for, because I know how big a rabbit hole PSO2 Classic is. You finished PSO2 Classic. Yes, what will happen is I'll get to it and you'll be all done with it by the time I get there. Yeah, the PSO2 day tends to last for... You would say 24 hours, but I always seem to catch it twice. It could also be... Maybe it's because of the Super Genesis Festival as well, maybe. Maybe that's affecting it. You have Summoner and Hero at 100 now. Jeez. Well, if Arx is save Kilniath, then there's not a lot for me to do there, then is there really? Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to going back to PSO2 Classic. It has been a long time since I played it. You have 200% experience boost on every quest for a month. Yeah, I was gonna say it feels like a private server, doesn't it? 200% is pretty crazy. Having said that, I mean, on NGS, I think up to about level 75 enemies, I think it is, there's like a 300% boost that's been on for months. Like you need any help getting to max cap in NGS, it happens instantly anywhere. I feel like it says every stream, but God, this song goes so hard. I hope everyone noticed in the video that went up as well that I melded it from this trick track to the PSO version. So what I'm getting from this dungeon is it likes to take me the very long way around. It was max trick track, yeah. Well, I wanted to put trick track in because I knew I was going to use Phantasy Star footage, so I thought, well, it's an ideal opportunity to put that in. And then got to the PSO part and I thought, what song can I compare with that? And just thought, why not more trick track? Yeah, I've got to say though, thanks to everyone that's watched that video so far because the response to that video has been crazy. And actually mostly nice comments, which is good. Yeah, this is really taking me the long way around, isn't it? I am quite glad for the reduced encounter rate at the minute. I don't know if we ran one of those. Can't remember. It's Attack on Titan. So, Phantasy Star inspired Attack on Titan. I mean, I will try a turn and see how much damage he does. Yeah, it's one shot I never really bothered picking up. I know a lot of people really rate Attack on Titan, but I just never bothered with it. Mainly because I seem to have this thing of sort of really highly rated anime shows that I try watching and then don't like. Thank the Lord for the shaded patch at the top of his legs. Yeah, thank you, Sega. Sometimes censorship can be a good thing. Fear and Hunger vibes. Oh god, yeah, I have seen that game. That is one game I probably will never stream. It looks like the most horrible experience to go through. I've seen a few people play it and yeah, it's just, horrible. Get on the bookshelf, just like PSO2. See, I think Lethal Company is funny. Like, when I've seen people play Lethal Company, that can be a really funny game. We should play that. I don't even know how popular it still is now. I know it was like huge on Twitch for a while. I think it's kind of died down a lot now, but as far as I know, it's still quite a popular game. Yeah, I would also probably scream. Yeah, I don't do horror or jump scares at all, and I know some of the enemies in that are like that. There is a big red exclamation mark, so I'm saving it. I've been updating it a bunch, but the last patch is going to stay for a while. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's one guy, isn't it? Like, wasn't it just one guy that made the whole game? How are we doing for burgers? We have quite a few burgers. So I will use one on... I use one on Meow, actually, because Meow could do with a little bit of a heal. He only used other people for sound files. That's crazy. For the game to be that successful as well. This fire was lit during the eclipse, which occurs once every 100 years. If you give me a gem from a dragon, I'll give you some of this fire. And as someone who's played PSO, I'm guessing this is the Eclipse Torch Flame, because I know that the Heart of Poom on PSO makes a reference to that. And then it says also known as Alice's Claw. See, PSO helps sometimes. So I'm assuming we give him... There was that gem we got from the dragon a while back, wasn't there? Yeah, the Amber Eye, yeah. Thank you for the Eclipse Torch. So do we have anything else to do? Just flew out, okay. He could have made things a lot easier by, you know, putting himself in a nice, easy place to get to, rather than, no, I'm going to put myself 4 or 5 floors up in a dungeon with traps everywhere. Like, thanks, dude. Go northeast. We're going to an interesting town next. For like, even more cave passageways, because we haven't had enough already, you know? Just immediately gets into a fight. Nothing for most of the dungeon. Takes one step outside and gets a fight. I'd say at least there's no Zubats, but they're called bugbears here. I do kind of feel with this game so far that a lot of the enemies I can just kind of mash attack and not worry. I'm going to assume that probably changes at some point. Yeah, I suppose we have gone through the entire dungeon, haven't we, since we came through here? We are also seeing less fights as well, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. I suppose if you were getting a lot more fights than this, they would probably weigh you down. Literally nothing there. So I'm assuming we just go back through here. We'll find out. Yeah, should I go back? I think this is the way we came to that dungeon. But I think it's worth checking. Yeah, that's the only problem, isn't it, with this area? There's a ton of passageways around here. Yeah, it's a Chaos Sorcerer. Magician does sound slightly less threatening. He does have legs, yeah. They must have lost the legs later on. Right, now we've been there. I think. So there is a cave there. Have we been in that one? We've also been in that one. Keep going east, okay. You're really gonna ambush me right there? Yeah, this is definitely a new one. Yeah, that was the Zubat, yeah, exactly, yeah. I don't know how I missed that. He was outside the cave, though. Alright, let's see what's going on here. It isn't multi-floor, okay. I'm quite glad to hear that. Is this the town you mentioned? Thanks for that. So you said this is an interesting town. That is certainly interesting. Guys, to get heal up and talk to everyone. I've got more Zubats. Which is somehow weaker than the last ones. He just did a Sonic spin. That was a Sonic spin. Phantasy Star inspired Sonic? Yeah, they do seem to really love these passageways, don't they? Whereby use jump dash. Yes, so this is the Zubat, so are we saying that the other ones are Golbats then? I'm getting more fights in this little corridor than I got in that entire dungeon. That's a swoobat, okay. It has a big eye instead of the big nose. Speaking of Pokemon, I did try that, you know, the Pokemon trading card game, mobile game that came out a little while back. I finally picked that up and tried it out. Kind of don't really see the point in it, but it seems relatively fun collecting stuff. I'm a bit of a collector, so I'm not, however, spending any money on it. I do my 2 packs a day and I'm happy. Yeah, I think someone needs to have a word with the architects of these places. Someone should have really told them there's a much faster way of getting to the centre than having a big spiral path. Well, hey, we're here. I'm going to assume that if there is a church, it's probably not a good idea to go in the church because that would reset my portal. Because I think our portal at the minute is in the town with the free heal. The neighbouring village are all liars, don't listen to them. But I was told that you are liars as well sometimes. This guy, great work on the most recent vid. Great to see it's getting the viewership it deserves. Yeah, dude, I have no idea why that one video in particular has gone crazy, but I'm happy for it. I mean, I looked at, even when I did the premiere, I checked the stats on the premiere after it ended, and there was about, I think they peaked at about 30 people watching while it was live, so I don't know why that one video in particular is taken off, but maybe the algorithms just picked it up. This is a second-hand shop. Do we have anything we can sell? I mean, I know we do have the sword, but we have said we're going to try and take that to the end. All about a title and thumbnail. See, I feel the thumbnail is like one of my typical ones. So, I don't know. Maybe it was just well timed. Can we sell this iron shield? Is this junk? I genuinely can't remember. It did have the word 2025 in it, yeah. You can sell, fair enough. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming, that maybe it was just seen as like a topical video, with it being timed around New Year as well. I fully expect that normal service will resume on the next video. Yeah, good to see you do Playable as well. Hope your channel's going alright as well. I know I've been checking some of your videos and you seem to be doing really, really well with them. Do you think how long it took to edit? It wasn't too bad, honestly. Thankfully, a lot of it was from gameplay footage that I already had. So a lot of it was from like stream footage and video footage I've used for other videos. So it was quite simple actually to put together. Yeah, I'm going to work on like a huge video though, which is going to go live probably right near the end of the year. I want to do like a huge sort of 25th anniversary video, which I'm going to be working on like through the course of the year. So that'll be a while off. Is there anything else we can sell? Not particularly, I don't think. Hopefully the video will have an SGS in it. I mean, hopefully. We'll have another Affinity anniversary before then, so, you know, you never know. Yeah, it's a playable. I saw you've been playing a bit of WoW recently as well, yeah. It's one game I never could get into. My brother played it for a little bit and I tried to pick it up, but I just could not get hooked on it for some reason. It'll have an SGS in it, but it'll be Vector flexing his many SGSs. The sad thing is, you're probably not wrong. So we've got at least one transfer. Got a few escapers as well, and we don't need flashes, so that's fine. You tried the new Anniversary Classic servers and they're a lot of fun. I like how the hospitals say, I'm sorry I could not help at the end. It's like, no dude, you've just healed my whole party. You have helped. Okay, so yeah, so you told us about the neighbouring village being liars. Do you know what an aeroprism is? I have no idea what an aeroprism is. Is this a vitally important question that I need to get right? Try both, okay. Well, he seems to want to tell me about an aeroprism, so I'm going to say that I do know what one is first. I'd like to see one sometime. Conversation ends. Usually respond with no, but I've got a feeling you're about to tell me. It refracts light, but is also light and bubbly. It lets you see another world. Would you like to follow up on that, or would you like to say anything else, or are you just going to leave it there? We of this town hate Palmans. Wow. It's powerful stuff, dude. Yeah, maybe they've had a little bit too much aeroprism. I think he's on something, probably monomates. I mean, in this game, it's cola and burgers, isn't it? That's all you've got. The Azorians inspired Germans. So is this town actually called Zis? Or is it just that they decided to put an accent on him for some reason? I also like that's the only thing he says when you go into his house. It's like, oh, hi, welcome to my house. By the way, I hate Palmans. It's like, alright, dude. Lerma trees grow the lerma berries. Okay, it's an accent thing. Those berries are our most important food, but it shrivels up after a few moments. Unless it is put in a Laconian pot. Do you mean like the Laconian pot I have? It's like you on a Discord call. called Twin Town, okay. I know a lot of these references only from Phantasy Star 4. It's fun to see them in their original contexts. Yeah, for me, this is my first time really putting a lot of time into the original series. I've played very, very briefly, but never really got anywhere in any of them. To the west of the Corona Tower, I aged poorly, is the Desaurus Cave. Our friends are in there. Give them our best. Okay, this accent is going to kill me. The Corona Tower stands on the far side of the mountain to the north of this village. Have you stumbled across many items, enemies, or NPCs that are referenced in Blue Burst? Only very little ones, really. So, I mean, some of the weapons are made of Laconian metal. Obviously, there is a weapon in PSO called Club of Laconium, which is very similar. I guess Laconimax as well, which is actually more a direct reference, I guess. We did get a little reference earlier as well. There's a weapon in PSO called Heart of Poom, and it mentions something about being tempered with an Eclipse Torch's flame, and this game has the Eclipse Torch flame in it. Is this script written by the same people who wrote Alolo? The neighbouring village are all lies, don't listen to them. Ah, I see, we have an issue here. So if you're both lying, it's like a double negative. Let's see what accent these have. This town welcomes all Parmans. Yes, indeed, we do. I see what they're doing here. If you use a crystal in front of a lerma tree, it will become, yes, a lerma nut. Yes, indeed. Yeah, you're basically getting the complete opposites on either side of the town. Well, I would have liked to see what he said there, but it scrolled so fast I didn't see the first line. Lerma berries are blue lerma nuts. Used in dyes, yes, they are indeed. So is this side... These have all got British accents. So we've got Britain and Germany. Apparently. You can warp from the 10th level of the dungeon under Desaurus, yes. A lot of them are telling me things about these lerma trees. Yeah, I was thinking that miss, but I thought I wouldn't say anything. There is a spring of life in the Corona Tower. There is, yes. And we can't go in there because it'll reset our teleport. The way they add yes to the end of the sentence has makes me think they're not English, but they're Khajiits. Okay, so I guess the idea of this place is that everyone is lying to you, or they could be telling the truth, but it's kind of hard to tell which ones are telling the truth. This one has wares if you have a coin. Alright, Ice Digger it is. And I think the only way to leave is back through the cave. Does appear to be that way. The time where it's opposite day all day, it is, yes. Or the town, depending on which side of the town you ask. They're really sort of leaning into this thing about Desorians lying a lot. I'm going to assume that we're going to do something with the llama trees at some point. Okay, so I'm assuming I have to use the ice digger somewhere. There is quite a lot of ice. I still haven't really worked out the speed thing in this game. Like what determines whether an enemy goes first or you do. Imagine trying to figure out Ice Digger on your own. So much I would not have worked out anything in this game on my own. As someone who's never played any of the original Phantasy Star games, are they hard to get into? Honestly, Wizard, I mean, this is more or less my first time going through them all. I've played them a tiny bit, but never really got anywhere. I would say that I can't really speak for Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4, but for Phantasy Star 1, this SEGA Ages version does seem a bit more approachable. There is some quality of life changes with it that do make it a bit easier to play. It is still obviously a very old game though, so there is some inherent jank. You're really going to stop me right at the entrance, huh? Yeah, from what I've heard, I think 2, 3, and 4 are a bit more difficult to approach just because there hasn't really been any, well, there isn't any SEGA Ages versions of those. I really want SEGA to do them though. If you played PSO or Wizard, you might recognise the music as well. Just one random fly with 25 health. I mean, sure. Free money. Okay, so 1 and 2 on the Switch would be really cool. I think it would translate really well to the Switch, honestly. Oh, 4 Sphinxes. Probably best to start with the first game on SEGA Ages. The auto mapping is a godsend for starters. Yeah, I agree 8-bit. The mapping on this has been integral to me getting anywhere. I've always been interested because you love PSO so much. I think this one is still on sale on the Switch. Yeah, so at the minute, this is, to my knowledge, the only one you can buy now. Because Sega, for some reason, have discontinued the Genesis and Mega Drive collection. So I could be wrong, but I don't think there is a way of getting a copy of 2, 3, or 4 now, unless you find original copies or, you know, find other ways. It sucks really as well. The games deserve to be playable. Oh, hi a bit. Yeah, most of my channel is PSO related. I do play the other Phantasy Star games as well, but I would say it does veer more towards PSO. Equip Ice Digger and go south. I can just imagine people are trying to figure this out back in the day and losing their absolute minds. So do I use the Ice Digger or equip it? You got Phantasy Star 2 on the Xbox because it was like £3. I was not very good. Yeah, I know there is a big modern scene for the Genesis collection. The breakable walls look 100% exactly the same as the other ones. Well, they let me go here. You got into Phantasy Star with PSO on the Dreamcast, followed several years later by Phantasy Star Universe, your personal favourite. Yeah, PSU's weird because when it released, like, a lot of people didn't like it, but there seems to be a lot of people now who really fondly remember PSU. I myself, I do really like PSU as well. What, break the entire cave? But yeah, I'm still not really sure why Sega decided to pull the Mega Drive and Genesis collection. It's a real shame, honestly. Unless they're planning to re-release them or something, like with a new collection. But I'm not confident. The skeleton has 4 more accuracy. Really cannot hit us. Sega just hates fun. I just think it's a really weird decision. Must be the skeleton of a Humor. The thing is, a Humor might have actually hit something. You know, bear in mind I play Hugh Newell and Humor's more accurate than them. Oh, a white dragon. That's a bit of a step up. Now remind me, are white dragons ones we can talk to, or can we telly? Telly. I'm trying to remember who has telly now. Use the TV on them. It is used by. Love it so much you eventually end up being a moderator on the Clementine fan server until you can no longer spare your free time. Yeah, so I have played Clementine a bit on streams. I do have an account over there as well. really, really appreciate what the Clementine team are doing, because I think it's pretty much one of the only PSU servers around now. That's really cool that you're a mod over there, though. I love some of the spell names in this game. Yeah, it's only 188 difference, Mist. Yeah, I think it's 199 for Honeywell and 200 for Humor. Yeah, I appreciate the ultimate level reduction on Clementine. It makes it a lot easier for me. Who is it who has Telly? Is it Noah? I don't know, man. Use Wall. Why not? Just use trash inputs for others. What can I even do with Odin, though, for a trash input? Because he doesn't have any magic. I wasn't sure if attack would mess up the telly or not. He won't before telly, okay. White Dragon answers. A nut of Lerma seeds. Sorry, a nut of Lerma. Gotta get my mouth straight. A nut of Lerma needs special light to glow. Thanks, Dragon. If you talk, you'll skip Noah's turn. It's so weird, isn't it, how the priority works in this? So I'm assuming that at some point we need to shine a light on one of those seeds. Your goal is to find the 2 Titan fight. I found a Frostman. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting used to how the priority works in this. I still don't really know what the difference is between a lot of the talk skills. It seems like you got a lot of skills to do kind of the same thing, but... Well, there's one Titan. It's just one on your screen. Okay. Is there anything special? Yeah, I can see the boss icon, yeah. Which is weird considering we've fought one already. Is there anything special I need to know about this fight or anything? Or is it just kill it? Went back and started working through the original Phantasy Star series as soon as the PSO servers went down. Never played them when they first came out, so I thought I was too busy with Nintendo back then. What's up with the map to the side? So the version I'm playing is what's called the SEGA Ages version on Switch, and it has a few quality of life improvements. So you've got the map at the side. My camera is kind of obscuring a bit, but there is also a readout of your party stats there as well. You can also... there is actually a built-in list as well of like all the different spells and everything in the game, so you can reference it. So it's basically a Phantasy Star 1 with loads of quality of life improvements. It's still available on the Switch if you want it. The map does help a lot. Yeah, also not to be confused with Sega Ages Phantasy Star Generations 1, which is a different thing. This one is just called Sega Ages Phantasy Star. They just like saying Sega Ages because it's Sega type backwards. You know, to be this good takes ages, you know? You didn't notice that. Yes, there is a reason it's called Sega Ages. There's one more door on this level past the last fork. Okay. Just thought it was more a look what we made ages ago. With this being a boss, do I need to open the chest? You came to Phantasy Star very late, as the Saturn was your first Sega system. My first and only Sega system I had at the time was a Mega Drive, or Genesis if you're from the US. And I went over to a PlayStation after that, so I missed out on Saturn and Dreamcast. I do have a Dreamcast now, but I only bought it a few years ago, so I missed out on PS or Dreamcast. That would be that Aero Prism, I'm guessing then. This dude came back like, you said I had humor, Am? Did you hear that someone ported Grand Theft Auto 3 to the Dreamcast recently? I did not hear that. I did see something, I can't remember what game it was now, but I did see something about someone had managed to port a completely different system's games to the GameCube. Only just beat Phantasy Star 1 last month. You're now playing through Phantasy Star 2 on the GBA. Yeah, I've never played 2, 3, or 4. I do plan on playing them after I've done this though. They've got all of Sega systems now, even a 32X. Yeah, I never got a 32X at the time. I only had the actual Mega Drive itself. Can I just like telly this white dragon again? You are brave to approach me. Thanks, Dragon. Yeah, I love the Mega Drive sound chip. I think still one of my favourite Sega soundtracks is probably the original Streets of Rage soundtrack. To the point where Yuzo Koshiro actually put the soundtrack on, I think it was on Bandcamp for a while, and I just bought it off there because I love the soundtrack so much. You do all the music for Warlock on the Mega Drive. I've never done Warlock, but yeah, I agree, Sonic 2 is a jam. Phantasy Star 2 is amazing, but if you think the first one is a grind fest, then you ain't saying nothing yet. That is basically the opinion of pretty much everyone that has mentioned it, yeah. I'm guessing because it's not a Sega Ages version. It's like, no, you will deal with it as it was. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be heavily reliant on people for that. Raise the aero prism towards the heavens. You should then be able to see the dark castle. I'm gonna assume the dark castle is probably where Lassic is. By people, he means you, Drac. I mean, to be fair, you're not really wrong. Drac has basically walked me through the entire game. Darkfall's in my Phantasy Star. You're the kid with the Sega Master System, played Phantasy Star, had to make your own maps. Yeah, I mean, I can see the sort of charm of it at a time, having like you draw your own maps out and remember where you've been. I don't think it's something people would have the patience for now. But back in the day, it was, you had no option. Dungeons are a nightmare without maps though, but the linear, the overworld is more linear. Out of curiosity, what is the difficulty like of 2, 3, and 4 compared to this? Etrian Odyssey players would disagree, Sky. Yeah, I suppose that is literally how that is, isn't it, for Etrian Odyssey? Yeah, I might use a map particularly for Phantasy Star 2, just to help with it. You made maps too as an adult. If it's what you got to do to get through it, then. We have so many items now, it takes me forever to find anything. I feel like half my inventory is just key items. 4 is easy. In Phantasy Star 2, I nearly died during my first encounter. 4 is balanced well enough if you know the mechanics, you don't have to do any grinding. 2 and 3 are the hardest, okay. And 4 is easy, but it's a good kind of easy. I'm not against it being easy. It doesn't help that you're storing vehicles to pockets. Yeah, I can't remember if it was my first encounter or my second encounter where I thought something I really shouldn't have done and just died immediately. Yeah, it's because of my shit sword, yeah. So I'm assuming we just Ice Digger again here. Phantasy Star has such a learning and difficulty curve versus Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. Will there be a Stack Redemption arc? I can't say honestly because I really don't know what that server's like now. For me, they kind of lost my trust when it happened. There's an argument there in for if you level up the expected progression, the unlock skills are thematically appropriate with the narrative. Oh, that's cool. I like how it's called Ice Digger, but it's only specific ice. I'll go in the cave, okay. Yeah, exactly, Ice Digger, but not that ice. Are you mad? Looks like I've already been in this one, actually. I'll go through it, okay. Shacking is trash compared to Affinia, who cares and actively helps their players. Yeah, Affinia is the server I play on. I really cannot fault Affinia. I know there's Ultima as well, but I really don't know what Ultima's like. I've heard very mixed things about it. Phantasy Star 4's Ice Digger has the same behaviour, but the difference between the ice and the mountains is more obvious. That is appreciated. Oh, you're not liking the material grinding in and just killing me off. It is pretty rough sometimes. Go to the left till wall and then Ice Digger south. You need so many Evolvolts. If it makes you feel better, I also need a ton of them as well. I have managed to make one or two tricellular weapons, but I need a lot more. It's a tree. It's a berry tree, yeah, we're playing Pokemon now. I wouldn't worry about that killing yet, honestly. The 12 weapons, from what I've seen so far, are really, really rare at the minute. I imagine I'll make them a bit easier to get at some point, but for the time being, tricellular is fine. Alice raises torch towards the sky. Alice takes the nut of Lerma and puts it in the Laconian pot. I like at this point they're just like, you're never going to figure this out yourself. You're never going to remember what all the people have told you, so we're just going to do it for you. 2 and 4 are far more linear. The dungeon layouts in 2 are a complete joke. Definitely use maps. Tried it without them, but even I threw in the towel eventually. I will bear that in mind, and I will definitely use maps for it then. This is the era you fell in love with Sega. Shinobi, this Fantasy Zone, Space Harrier, and Golden Axe was epic times. I love sort of the 90s period of Sega. I know this is technically late 80s, but yeah, around the era Sega were just knocking it out of the park. It does look a bit like a Christmas tree, yeah. Save it, we fighting dictators now, okay. Fly back to the ship and get to Parma, okay. Yeah, I seem to remember for the Mega Drive I think I had like a 6-game cartridge that came with the console. There was like, I think I had columns, there was a football game, I think World Cup Italian 90, I think it was. What else was on it? I think it was Super Hang-On. And then I remember there was 3 side scrollers that had Revenge of Shinobi, Streets of Rage, and Golden Axe. It was an amazing cartridge to get with the console. As our favourite friend. Check note if he has open. He does. make sure you have a transfer to fly back if Alice can't. I think I've got one. Yes, I do, yeah. I've never played Bubsy. I've heard a lot about it, but I've never actually played it myself. Let's check if there's anything we can sell first. Speedrunners, I'm pretty sure they sell the vehicles at this point since it doesn't matter. Is this leather armor something we can sell? Don't know how I stayed in our inventory so long. If you're confident with the inventory, then no need to sell vehicles. I like to hoard. Yeah, I have kind of like too good to use syndrome, so I'll tend to keep things, even if I probably won't need them again. Buy extended storage one. Can you imagine if they actually released a SEGA AGES version of 2, 3, and 4 and you had to buy extended storage? I was like, I just got nuts. Just really nondescript nuts. There's a joke there, but... You also have to sign a jar SEGA account before you're able to play. Dieselless nuts. How many burgers we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got enough space to get another one. I still love that this is called a first food shop instead of a fast food shop. I've got 4 burgers. Time to save. It's almost like you're suggesting there might be a boss fight coming up. And leave to murder an emperor or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be seen as like first aid food, I guess. I like the fact that it's Call and burgers. I'm guessing it's probably meant to be fast food, but I haven't said that. In the Japanese version, it wasn't it Perori Mate instead? Gotta be honest, I'm pretty obsessed with Phantasy Star. I have the physical copies of all the original series and online games up until PS2 onwards in English and Japanese. That's really cool. I've got a bit of a Phantasy Star collection myself as well, but there's still quite a bit I'm missing. Is there anywhere in particular that we need to leave from here? Exactly, yeah. Medicinal cola and burgers. That was just a little dungeon, wasn't it? Not that one, then. Maybe it's the big one that has exit written on it. First Kitchen is a Japanese fast food restaurant chain. Colloquially, the restaurant is frequently abbreviated as fucking. I guess that makes sense though, yeah, if it is First Kitchen, yeah, it'd be like fast or kitchen. So that does make sense, I guess, if they're referencing that. We'll just get this guys, you know, get the hypers up. Oh yeah, I've seen the pre-order for the tabletop RPG. I may have bought it, but I decided against it mainly because I just spent a ridiculous amount of money on the Monster Hunter Iceborne board game. I do not have the space in here at the minute for more stuff. So as you can probably tell, I have no idea where I'm going. Can't believe how close to the end you are. Nicely done. Oh, cool. I was not meant to walk in there. Go in a big wall thing. Yeah, I will say I've really enjoyed this so far. It's been a really fun game, honestly. I think with the SEGA Ages version in particular, I think it does hold up quite well. Thank you for the rare drop. I may need to adjust the volume on that. Noises aren't playing. They should be, because they are turned on. Let's see. Twitch sound alerts are on. Twitch alerts there are on. Is that Pikachu behind your squad? I have no idea why they're not working then, because everything is set up as it was last time, and they are all turned on with the volume set. I also don't understand why the hydrate has a limit. I'm just seeing if there's any reason why I can see why those audio... See, I can hear it. Yeah, I have no idea why that's not working. My points. Yeah, maybe just chill on the redeemers for now then. I have no idea why they're not working. Everything on mine suggests it, that they are. Maybe I just need to update something. I will look into that after the stream. The artwork looks nice for anywhere. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with it, honestly. So I'm going to assume this is the next big dungeon. We can finish this game today if we focus in this last 1 hour 40. Asking me to focus. Use open on the door in front. I'm just going to save as well because I can't remember if I did before I came in. Story's incredible from 2 to 4. I'm really looking forward to 2 and 4. This is Lassic's dungeon. Okay. You can visit his prisoners, but they won't leave when you open the door. Or just rush to the end. Have you found the armor in Guaron? I don't know if I've been there. No, I haven't. Why? It can be found at the far side of a pit trap. I bet it can. I don't trust anything they say now. I do find it funny as well that we are literally opening the door for them and they just don't leave. All who face Lassic lose their souls to his magic. That's not good. Losing their souls, you say? I've ever heard that before. You love the sci-fi way better than Final Fantasy. Yeah, I've always really liked the sort of the setting of these games. This one's a bit weird because the characters kind of look more high fantasy, like traditional fantasy, but the world is still sci-fi. Get me out of here. But it's in vain. It's foolish to try to get Lassic. Well, no one likes a quitter. He was a poet and he didn't realise he made a rhyme. Lassic is going to sacrifice us. I think I'd be slightly more scared. You didn't really sound that scared, honestly. It's like she was mildly inconvenienced by the fact she's going to be sacrificed. Definitely inspired as much by Greek mythology as it is sci-fi. Yeah, because I suppose you do fight things like Medusa and things like that, don't you, as well? And there is a lot of sort of typical mythological animals in it as well. So it kind of stays quite true to that, but also has the sci-fi in it, so it's a really weird mix. What I heard, I looked into some information about the game, and I heard that Riko Kodama, who did a lot of the designs and so on, she was apparently quite a big fan of Star Wars, and she kind of liked how Star Wars was essentially sci-fi, like a sci-fi space opera kind of, and she wanted to kind of do the reverse with Phantasy Star, so she wanted to have things that looked more sort of traditional fantasy but in a sci-fi setting. Yeah, also R.I.P. Riko Kodama, yeah. There's a tower at the top of Biomoe. Something secret is hidden at the top of the tower. There's a lot of prisoners, doesn't he? SGS is hiding at the top of the tower. There are guards up ahead. I mean, I would hope so, if this is literally his dungeon. Do you have your road pass? Lie to the guard and say no. Murder him, you're done with this. Can do. Alice now has no fucks left to give. You are a fool, you will die. And it's the legally distinct robot cop. If you say yes, he throws you in the dungeon. SGS, Skyline's jump scare. Oh, he says it's a fake, okay. Hey, Chenton. I know you all say this, but we are streaming on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, so just watch what you feel like. See you in hell, robot cop. YouTube chat is lively today, yeah? I'm all for it. It's good to see people watch on YouTube as well. Smash this tinker. I mean, he's definitely got the villain vibes going, you know, with a dungeon that leads to another dungeon. Yeah, so we do have a Discord as well that LJP is just linked in chat there, so feel free to join us over there. We talk about PSO, PSU, basically every fantasy site you can think of, and some other games as well. And from the end of next month, if you're into Monster Hunter, we'll be playing some of that as well. Yeah, Monster Hunter is coming up. End of February. Monster Hunter March. Oh, you're just giving me all these great ideas now. So I'm going to assume I just have to run through the lava now. Could also do Phantasy Star September. Yeah, or we could use the rover to ignore the lava. That is probably a better idea. It doesn't work, can't remember. Wait, try it. There was a Dr. Mad rematch behind the corner in that cave we just left. It's optional. Is there any real reason for me to do it? I mean, if there's a reason for me to do it, I don't mind doing it. There's no point in it. Yeah, I'm assuming that... No, you still get hurt when you're in the Land Rover. It's kind of annoying that they make you go through that. Yeah, melted tyres are not covered by even by your extended warranty. I feel like Alice doesn't really use her magic that much. So as long as I've got a bit for fly, I should be okay. So I'm going to assume we go in the very ominous looking tower. Or you know it means business when Trick Track starts again. Going to assume we use open on this. You know when it's a red dungeon and they start playing Trick Track, you know things are going down. So opening doors is not normally a spell. I mean, it is a spell, but most doors you can just open, or there's a dungeon key for most of them. But the doors in this particular place are sealed and you have to use magic to open them. Wonder what it sounds like on the non-FM version. You know I'm going to try that now. Continue game, yes. This is what I used in the video that I put up earlier. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like this version. Honestly, I think I really like both versions of Trick Track. I don't actually know if it's called Trick Track in this or not, or if that was just a PSO thing. Oh, it's a slightly angrier Chaos Bringer. Oh, I forgot about that. We may change the sound chip back. I forgot about the ear-piercing shot every time that Odin fires. It's a horrible noise, isn't it? Yeah, it's a shame because I really actually like this version of Trick Track, but I don't know if I can deal with that noise every time I shoot. So yeah, let's switch that back. Sounds so different. I do still really like this version as well, though. I don't think there's a bad version of Trick Track, honestly. That floor seemed far too small. Maybe it's going to make up for it here. Yeah, it's a shame because I don't know which version I prefer for this song, but the sound effect for Odin's shots is just so much better on this version, sound chip. There's music in Phantasy Star 2 you'll recognise too, including another part of Trick Track. I'm happy to hear that. Are any of these chests that are just random here worth opening? It's a trap, okay. I just wasn't sure if there was anything that I had to pick up from this dungeon or not. I know that I do have, you know, the trap disarm thing on Meow, but I don't really want to spam it all the time because it's quite handy having Meow able to heal. It's a trap, okay. Cheers for that. Meow is like a bomb disposal dog. There are 2 key items, okay. I really appreciate the help as well, by the way. I am the great, is it Damo or Demo? Soothsayer. Do you believe in my prophecies? I'm assuming he would probably want me to believe in them. Have fun with this guy. I love Killer just screaming in chat, say no. You know what then? I will say no. No, I don't, mate. Leave my sight, unbeliever. Wow. I like the fact that then he just goes back in the room again and just waits for you to come back in. It's like, actually, I've had a thought. Maybe I do believe. Sure, yeah, why not? Good. You're searching for something? I feel this is going to be just a series of questions. Sure, I am searching for something. Good. You are searching for Alex Ossil? Not so much, but kind of feel that maybe the yes train continues. Yeah, sure, I'll say yes. Good. Everything I've said is correct. I don't like this. Yes, sure, everything you've said is correct. You crazy old man. Then come again anytime. Thanks for that. Is that really all it does? Is there actually any other way, anything you can get from this guy, or is that literally the whole point of him? Just to annoy the hell out of you? Okay, go on then, but we'll try yes, 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 no. So, yes, I believe in your prophecies. Yes, I am searching for something. Yes, I am searching for Alex. No, not everything you've said is correct. If that doesn't work, try yes, yes, no, yes. Do you contradict the great Damar? Yes. Leave my sight. Oof. I see where this is going. Right, okay. Let's try this again. I do believe in your prophecies. I am searching for something. I am searching for Alex. Not everything you've said is correct. But I don't contradict you. Of course not. You are a promising young lass. I will give you a magic crystal for a reward. You cannot carry any more. Do you want to drop something? If only he knew. What can we actually drop? I really don't want to drop the shit sword because I feel like it's came this far with us. But we are getting to a point where we might have to. Unless there is anything else here I can drop that I won't need again. Actually, do I need the road pass anymore? We do have 2 escapers, so we could drop 1 escaper. Drop magic hat. Do you want to? No, do you have to? Maybe. Can't remember. What was magic hat for? Was that to talk to things? Yeah. Like everything else in this game. Also, hi Nemu, hope you're doing alright. Fine then, we'll drop the magic hat. Thank you, you really irritating dude. Use flute and re-enter, okay. Spoiler alert, Dark Falls was the name of the sled. Yeah, my last Sony console 8-bit was a PS3. I did have a PS4 for a little bit, but I sold it. You're really gonna make me use open again? Keeping the draft out. Go forward, then right side you need to find stairs up. There are stairs down. That is a key room. Well, we may have to leave that burger, unfortunately. Actually, no, what we'll do is we'll take the burger, we will drop one of the escapers for now. To take our delicious dungeon burger. You're playing Phantasy Star 2 while watching me play Phantasy Star 1. Yes, that's not that way. Don't know why I went forward there. That is stairs up. Yeah, with Xbox 360 over PS4, it was worth it due to Phantasy Star Universe. Yeah, I do still have an X360, it's just behind me actually. Actually still works fine as well, which is surprising. Okay, that is treated as a boss fight, apparently. Sure. I always wondered about the 360 in the background. Do I use it for anything? Not really that much now. I did used to play a lot of Rock Band. I've got a few other games for it as well. Like I played a few of the Forza games, but generally don't really use it often now. It's one of those things where it just kind of sits there and doesn't really do much. I had fun with it at the time. I used to love Rock Band, but unfortunately most of the instruments I had for it stopped working, and they don't do new instruments for it now. It is a very big paperweight, yeah. I should probably just get rid of it, honestly. That is a lot of money. I'm gonna guess that was just like a little optional sub-boss. Are you gonna put another one here? I'll come back to that. Okay, that goes up again, so that is the right direction. They mentioned something about a key, but I reached the top without it. It's got his trust level minus 999. Do you blame me after this game with the amount of traps I've fallen into in this? These dungeons in Phantasy Star 1 on the Master System are actually 3D polygons with textured faces. Yuji Naka explained it in an interview. It's one of the earliest actual 3D graphics on a console. I didn't know that. That's actually really cool. That's actually crazy to think about it for a Master System. So after you keep going up, it will send you back down again, then up again. I don't trust any of these chests now. Almost every one of these chests in the dungeons has been a trap now. I mean, that may as well have been a trap. I'd rather have the MP back. Yeah, every time someone brings up Yuji Naka, it's just like, what happened, Yuji? Sega was always ahead of its time until it wasn't. Also, hey, we've got a rare enemy, Red Slime. You think he was just marketing? Keys on level 2, I see it on the map. I don't really think I need an iron axe. Well, the axes are for Odin anyway, and I don't use axe on Odin, I use guns instead, so... Iron axe is not needed. It is not needed. Iron axe is abandoned. Okay, so nothing that we're... typically you might use as mech guns instead. And that's basically every hunter in PSO, honestly. Once you get a higher level, you just use mechs most of the time. Mechs in a Disco Braveman, that's basically endgame build sorted. Sky, sorry I messed up. This is the way for you to take after we get the key. Route to the key is the first downstairs you found on the first floor. Okay. So just backtrack to the first floor and get the key, and then come back here. I will forget where this is, but... Well, at least we know there's no pitfall traps. Yet. All I know in this game, it'll probably just spawn them for the sake of it. Flute out and try again. Yeah, I suppose we are quite a few floors up now, aren't we? So that might be worth doing, honestly. Okay, so yeah, and see there is a downward staircase at the northeast. Your map says the key is further. Oh, we've got conflicting information. Have we now reached the part of the game where the dungeons are getting very complex? You missed the pizza music, Nima. Yeah, we haven't heard that for a while, actually. Well, I mean, I guess I can check out down here. Yeah, what could go wrong going deeper into the dungeon? Alright, that is a pitfall trap. Which we could disarm. There is another floor down. The northeast stairs lead to an NPC in the dungeon. Okay. So which do you know, is it an important NPC? Is it one I need to visit, or don't remember what he says. Okay. Oh, so it's a really complicated dungeon where you go up and down constantly. Okay. And what we'll do is, I mean, I'll keep playing until the end of the stream, but I think if we don't finish it this stream, then the next time we do Phantasy Star, we'll just finish this on stream, and then if we have any spare time, we'll just switch to PSO for the rest of the stream or something. The route you took before was leading to the key. Yeah, if I put in enough flights of stairs, they'll give up eventually. Is this by Malay? I honestly don't know the name of the dungeon. The map's super confusing. Oh, no worries. This is Tower of Balamalay, okay. Actually, yeah, you can tell that you go up and down this a lot because this floor only has a tiny bit at the top right. So I'm assuming there's another part of the dungeon that goes down to the bottom left. It's done this in another dungeon before. Not this time, pitfall trap. Yeah, that'd be the case one. It'll be the one time where you actually need to take the pitfall. Why is that treated as a boss? It's one enemy with 22 health. Well. I thought I'd better check that just because I had a feeling that if it was a super easy enemy, maybe they were going to lure me into opening the box and then getting party wiped. Yeah, I mean, who knows it? Maybe he has like a one-hit kill move that just kill my whole party. I couldn't remember if you had to use it again to get past the trap. Definitely no polygons here. I mean, it would have been super impressive if the Master System could do that. I'm trying when Sega started doing 3D, was it maybe one or two Genesis games, potentially, or maybe like 32X or something? Sega CD. Oh yeah, these are the guys that hit your entire party, aren't they? YouTube chat won this round. It was the Mega Drive. These are all trapped, okay. Wow. We'll have to heal up a little bit after this fight. Going up and down all the time must have been a nightmare for people using graph paper. I'm guessing you would have to have like multiple pieces of paper and like layer it. Yeah, Noah definitely needs a heal. And honestly, Ozin and Alice probably need one as well. Save 3/4 of the memory they would normally need by making each quadrant of the screen identical. New dungeons worked as intended, except they scroll faster than expected. Yes, it's kind of like... It's almost like it's sort of like an imitation 3D. Or using like a wireframe or something. Right, so now I need to remember how to get back to where I was. I think it was the door towards the top left. Problem is there are 2 staircases going up. I can't remember which one I took. Yeah, anyone in YouTube chat as well? Who knows which way up it is? Is it the one at the top, or is it the one at the bottom? We followed the one on the bottom right before I told you to quit midway. So I'm assuming it's probably the bottom right one then, because I think YouTube chat said that that was the way towards the key. So we can try that. We're nearer that one anyway. We went through and reached the top without the key. I mean, to us, with this dungeon, I'm seeing that it's a complete maze, so I'm not surprised if we probably both missed it. The key is on this floor, okay. Well, on the corridor that you are, you can't reach it. So I've obviously got to go up or down and then come back to this floor from somewhere else. Oh, it's on the top left, accessible by other stairs, okay. At least Phantasy Star 1 dungeons can be mapped on graph paper. Phantasy Star 2 dungeons, however. Oh, it's all written as like numbers on the stairs to let you know where to go. Kind of reminds me of like the challenge mode maps on PSO, honestly, especially if you get a stage that has a lot of warps. So that is just a straight up dead end. I think that's where we fought that little mini boss actually. So maybe the next one? You found the key, okay. Was it a chest that I missed or something? Oh, Meow's MP is starting to get quite low. Okay, so from here, all we can go is up. Burger is abandoned. Okay, so... now, we've got a few other burgers killing the earth, we've got plenty. We'll keep that one for later. Enemies are definitely getting a lot stronger. They have a very good shelf life apparently, yeah. Okay, so that does just lead round, doesn't it? Yeah. That looks like it just leads around in a circle. You only calculate the screen once and you can mirror the ceilings. As I said, the turning movement is pre-calculated and varies based on position. Okay. It's really interesting to see how they did it though. I mean, this must have been pretty mind-blowing at the time. So far, the only other way I can go is this way, which appears to be a dead end. Even in the future, we can't escape sodium benzoate. Must be somewhere else I'm missing. There is a section sort of towards the bottom left, maybe there. That's a dead end. Aha. Stairs. This looks more promising. You told your friends on the Phantasy Star saying they're letting you run a campaign. Oh, cool. So I'm assuming it's this chest. It's trapped, okay. MRCL key. The only thing I see when I see MRCL is Mirror Carol. Maybe that's PSO trauma. What else can we drop? There's really not many options now. Is there a vehicle that we definitely do not need now? Drop Hap Speed said he was useless. We are getting to the point where we may have to end up dropping this. I know we've brought it so far, but... I'm trying to hold on to it. I'm not sure. Do you know, is there any vehicles that we can definitely get away with dropping? He's looking at that shit, so like his life depends on it. Rover seems useless. There is the road pass as well. Do we definitely not need the road pass anymore either? I just really don't want to get rid of something and then need it later. Odin is using his gun at the minute, yeah. You can use it in the first town to access the conveyor belt, okay. Well, for now, I will get rid of that then. We've got other vehicles, I guess. I mean, there is the Laconia Max as well. Our audit is basically just using guns. I mean, so far the gun's been super useful. Because if there's multiple enemies, it hits all of them. Can't pack a Land Rover in a dungeon without a blue badge. We do have quite a lot of burgers. We could potentially get rid of one burger to get the key. Gas shield is also useless. Can we get that back again if we need to? I mean, I don't know if we ever need it again, but if we can get rid of it, I'm happy to get rid of it. I feel like half this game is just deciding what you need to take with you. Oh yeah, it's in that dungeon shop, isn't it? Yep. We'll get rid of that then. Right, we've got the Merricarroll key. That was extremely rude. Actual Chaos Sorcerer. Run. Yeah, you're just hiding in the chest. I didn't realise that when you run it just literally puts you one step backwards. Immediately gets another encounter. Can we even run there because our back is to a wall? We fought a few of these, honestly, they weren't too bad. Welcome back, Sky. Hope your break went well. Yeah, it was just nice to, you know, take a little bit of time off over Christmas and New Year. Hope you had a good holiday period yourself as well, Remote. If you run and have no wall to back, it won't work, but here you can fall back to your right. I think it will work. It does. It was good, thanks for asking. Oh, good. I'm still completely to pot with all the days because with New Year being midweek, I've been back at work. So I was in work for like Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, and then back Thursday, Friday. So I have no idea where I am. Man spends 30 minutes in existential dread deciding his magic purse stash. This dungeon is a nightmare, I will say that. This is going to lead you around in a circle, isn't it? Or is it just going to go to a dead end? Or alternatively, a door. I have no idea if this is the correct way to go. But we're here now. I think it's more likely to be bottom left. It just feels like that's how they would design it. Now, green dragons. Can we reason with green dragons, or do we have to kill them? I know we tell you on white dragons. You can also use chat and telly on centaurs. Okay, I'll bear that in mind if I run another one. Maybe run. I genuinely can't remember for the green dragons. I love the idea that you just run around the corner, wait a few seconds, and hope he goes away. Maybe fleet restock and come back. The only concern I've got at the minute is that Meow's MP is getting very low. Green Dragon can chat and telly. Okay, cheers for that. We won't have time for Lish Castle. That's fine. I mean, like I said, we can do it. We'll do it on the next Phantasy Star stream. And we've got about another 40 minutes or so, roughly. I'm assuming the last part is going to be really, really long. We have a whole New Year's worth of time. I've upgraded now, it's now Andro Cop. He didn't even ask for our pass. Oh, we can't run from him. Oh well, violence is the answer then. You missed Digimon. It seems to be a weird thing where people who like Phantasy Star tend to like it. I know like a couple of people I've talked to on like the NGS Discords and stuff, a few of them have said they quite like it as well. I was never really into it. My brother was quite a big fan of it, but I never really got into it myself. You can also use rope and protect in a green dragon encounter. I love how all the people who've played the game before are just coming out and help me through. I genuinely really appreciate it because I would be lost otherwise. Yeah, this dungeon is huge, isn't it? I mean, we've never even been to this floor. There is a boss encounter there, or a fixed encounter, one of the two. Do we go for it? I think... Wait and check, see what it is. We've saved it anyway, so... Skull N. Skull and Bones, yeah. At least he's an English Skelly. I'm really worried about opening chests now. I suppose we can still heal it with Alice and Noah if we need to. Don't need them, okay. Skull FI will just surrender. Everything I just mentioned also applies to all the dragons except the gold one. At least you didn't climb all the way up like, without the key like I did. Yeah, I am going to end up in therapy scared of treasure chests here. What this game has taught me is to trust absolutely nothing. Should play Dark Souls. I have played a little bit of Dark Souls and I basically rage quit it. I'm gonna have abandonment issues every time I see a burger. I feel like we need to see Sky play Dark Souls on stream sometime. You do not want to say that. I know you do want to say that, but I don't want you to say that. I love seeing the Dark Souls games. I mean, like Bloodborne in particular, I love the sort of the aesthetic and everything of, but I can't. Stop being pretentious, that's Horseman. No, we can't understand each other. I don't mind fighting the odd enemy. You're really going to survive on 1 HP. Yeah, this dungeon just never ends. The only thing keeping me going in this dungeon is Trick Track. Don't really want to fight two of them. Oh yeah, chat obviously as well. There's a burger on the right side, okay. Do we know, is there any way to get out of these encounters with these centaurs? I'm not sure if it treats all the centaurs as the same in regards to what you can do, or if there's differences between them. Tonight is my final night of moderation. I'll come back. Can you actually imagine if I'd stream this next time and just no one turns up? We'll come back if you agree to play Dark Souls. So, remind me, because I very rarely use buy. If I use buy, do I leave the dungeon or does it just exit the encounter? Maybe my spell list will actually tell me. Just the encounter. There we go. I just didn't really want to fight two of them at the same time. You joke, but I would feel so bad. In his head, I know he's thinking of a silly joke about the designation of centaurs. I'm not like the other centaurs. I just rely on chat to make the jokes for me. This dungeon is actually getting ridiculous. You would literally have to just basically draw out the entire map, wouldn't you? Back in the day for this. Because there is no way you could remember this. There is a pitfall trap there. Ignore trap and that door, okay. This long corridor part kind of reminds me of the, you know, the long corridor in ruins before you fight faults. Well, let's yeah, let's just save. They do it. To be fair, they do it in PS episode 2 as well with Overflow. At the end of Seabed, there's that huge long corridor with the light at the end. That's why I had to draw them. There's no way to remember where you were and you've just been where you had been otherwise. Alright. That's right in the center, so I feel quite confident about it. Might just be a chest inside. You watch, it'll be a pitfall trap. Well. Or not. Yeah, this dungeon is actually getting crazy now. I think like the majority of this stream has been the dungeon. That is a really nastily placed pitfall trap. Chest can stay there. I keep saving it before the doors because I don't know if I'm going to run straight into an encounter. Sky's running on fumes. Burgers. It's hard to tell if that's just a dead end or not. I mean, it feels like it's just led us here. Unless there is another part that could be the path. Just 2 seconds, guys. Just need to be right back a minute. Sorry about that. I still do not trust chests in the slightest. There is another way I can see that I haven't gone yet, so I'm going to try that first. All is forgiven. I feel like this looks more promising. But I could be totally wrong. Go left. Okay. Go right from where you entered this level. The map gets so confusing to look at now. I'm trying to sort of see where I came in from now because there's so many staircases on the map now. You just brute forced it until you found it yourself. Try the corner, the top center. Okay. Yeah, there's like a few little parts of the map that aren't filled in yet. Is that just a dead end? That appears to be just a dead end. That key icon is a door. Okay, there is a door here. Yeah, I've got to admit, if I'd have played this back in the day, I would have had no hope in hell of getting through this dungeon. So we're now going up again, okay. Final stretch. I'm so glad to hear that. Popular JRPGs at the time had high encounter rates because they're designed to give players lots of gameplay in short sessions like on train rides. Okay, this is feeling like the corridor at the end now. Certainly like the doors. Use prism and then nuts. A vision of a celestial castle appear in the sky. Not at all ominous. Use nuts. Okay, the time has come to use my nuts. Didn't think this would be part of Phantasy Star, but here we are. Meow ate the nut of Lerma. When Meow eats the nuts of Lerma, it becomes clothed in flame and emits a blinding light. Oh, so this is what we're talking about in the earlier stages of the game. I remember an NPC talking about this. When he's visible again, he's been transformed into a beautiful winged beast. Meow flaps his wings proudly. What, Meow is evolving? You can do it, Meow. Well, that's extremely rude. Can't talk your way out, murder him. He regens health. You just spammed attacks and still won. Okay, fair enough. It's the goddamn dragon. I do not appreciate him healing. Enemies are not allowed to heal. As his castle itself is a dungeon, don't know how far we'll get into it. I mean, I expected nothing else. You can still use protect, but he won't chat. Okay. I'm at the castle. So this castle, is this the final area of the game then? Oh, cool. Yeah, so I think then, I mean, obviously we're not going to finish it today, because I do have to stop streaming in about 10-15 minutes, but so the next Phantasy Star stream then we should be able to finish the game, and then we can either start Phantasy Star 2 or finish the stream of PSO, whichever. Yeah, got about another 10 minutes or so we'll talk to people, I guess. At least the castle is linear. I'm really glad to hear that after that last dungeon. Clearly a talkative bunch then. At the end of this dungeon, if you return to the place you just arrived at, Meow will fly again. Must have been the same guy who angered in the last dungeon. He figured out I wasn't a believer. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I really appreciate people in chat on Twitch and YouTube side helping out, because I would be completely lost trying to get through this otherwise. So yeah, thanks a lot for all the help. Don't believe your own eyes in the depths of the dungeons. I mean, dude, I've just gone through a dungeon that had traps everywhere. I don't believe anything in this game now. Don't go against Classic. Okay, yeah, we'll just stop here. We've came all this way, but because you've told me not to do it, I'll just stop. Oh, wow. This guy's been waiting for me the whole game. You can run. We just run out the house. He just walked into his house, said nothing, and then ran away. So I'm assuming that when I go in this huge building that the dungeon's gonna start. So I wonder if it is worth. Meow's MP is extremely low. Hitting me offline saying it's convenient if you run out of teleport, so you can't get soft locked here. Yeah, I suppose that's a really good point, isn't it? Can you imagine getting to this far in the game and then getting soft locked? I do set the stream end time, and there is a good reason for that. Yeah. Yeah, I can't really go over, unfortunately, because unfortunately I do have work and stuff. And I need to sleep beforehand. As much as I would much rather play Phantasy Star. So just to clear up, if I'm walking there, that is the start of the dungeon, I'm assuming. Avenge Nero. I mean, I guess we can head in. We can do a couple of minutes, and then we'll finish it off next time. Look at him with his fancy gold dungeon. I feel like pretty much this entire stream has been this song. I'm not necessarily against it. It is extremely yellow. It does kind of feel like it's searing the backs of my retinas. This is where Vector stores all of his SGS. Nice to be here. I watched and liked your Phantasy Star anniversary video yesterday, so you showed up in my suggestions this evening. Oh, thanks for that, but yeah, I said at the beginning of the stream that video has done insanely good for some reason. I appreciate everyone that's watched it. Yeah, I tend to stream usually twice a week, so it's normally Wednesdays and Sundays that I stream. Just this week, with it being New Year, I moved the Wednesday stream to the Thursday instead. But yeah, I normally do 2 streams a week. The weekend stream is nearly always one of the Phantasy Star games, and the midweek one normally alternates between, at the minute it's alternating between these classic games and other series. Push for the stairs. There's no chests and no traps. I'll take your word for it. Me and Track of Peso too when you realise, oh shit, there's a stream today. Well, I just let me run in a circle, so it's clearly not that way. Rude. Yeah, I know you said that it kind of feels like 2 towers. Please let me run away, horseman. Thank you. Yeah, I love the running away sound. It's so good. Gotcha. Subscribe. I'll catch you if I'm free. Work shifts. Yeah, obviously, you know, I stream pretty much most weeks anyway, so yeah, just whenever you can drop in. Obviously on the YouTube side, you'll have the VODs as well, so if you miss the streams, you can still watch the stream later on if you want to. On Twitch, I think it keeps the VOD for about 30 days. Yeah, these enemies are starting to hit quite hard now. Yeah, the Nia one, I don't know why that Nia video is still there. For some reason, that Nia one stays there. Yeah, I'm sort of debating whether it's worth killing or running, because every time I fail to run, I'm taking 3 damage. Yeah, screw it. Violence. I think on the spawns, like the double horseman spawns, I might run from those. I will need to heal Nor after this. Yeah, these enemies are actually hitting really hard now. Magician is called Chaos Sorcerer in the Japanese version. I know there was another one I ran into that was called Sorcerer. Yeah, it's cool that PSO used that later on. Yeah, I don't think we have enough healing items. Yeah, PSO 2.5 did them as well, didn't it? We are basically using all of our burgers already, which is not good. There's only 2 boss fights in the shadow, you can just attack, no magic. Okay. It's Meow that I'm most worried about just because I've only got 8 MP left. Yeah, I think these... better just kill these, I think, because running is far too unreliable. Poke your contact at SEGA and ask for a seabed zone in NGS. I wish I had a contact at SEGA. I accidentally opened that. I got very lucky there. When you say West Swamp Witch, do you mean going back up to right to the top left corner. Alice does have a little bit of MP, so I'm going to use one heal. Hidden Meow Flight might work now, but you'd have to go through Balamala again to return to the Air Castle. We got conflicting information again. That's saying if you go back, you have to do all that dungeon again. And we know how long that dungeon was. I think bearing that in mind, then maybe we just sort of keep pushing, and if we need to come back, we can do it. Go for it, but save often. I mean, I think it's probably going to do it there for today, I think. So we'll probably finish this on the next Phantasy Star stream. I would love to do it, but I really cannot stay any longer, unfortunately. There's nothing scummy about saves coming. So yeah, I think I will probably end that there for today, and then we'll finish this off in the next Phantasy Star stream, which I normally do it every 2 weeks, but I'm tempted to maybe just do it next week. It kind of feels a shame to leave it 2 weeks when we're so close to the end. Also, thanks for the bits, Kilniaf. It just seems a shame to leave it at this point and leave it another 2 weeks. So maybe we just do this next week. Maybe finish Phantasy Star 1, then start Phantasy Star 2 just for fun with no help. But yeah, we'll end that level for today. So I will stream again on Sunday. Sunday's stream will probably be PSO BB, be the last few days of the Affinia Christmas event. So we'll do that. Hopefully try and get some decent stuff before it ends. Probably won't. It's only been 3 hours today. Yeah, I normally do. My streams are normally about 3 hours long usually, so that's just about the right length for me, honestly. So yeah, we'll do PSO on Sunday. There'll be another PSO video on Sunday as well, and then maybe next Wednesday we'll switch the streams around and we'll do the rest of Phantasy Star 1 and then maybe start Phantasy Star 2. So yeah, as always, if you enjoyed the stream, consider the usual, liking, subscribing, join as a member if you want to. You can sub over on Twitch as well if you want to. But yeah, we do have a Discord you can join as well, which LJP has dropped the link to in chat. So feel free to join us over there as well if you haven't already. But yeah, see you on Sunday for the next stream, and have a good rest of your week. See you guys.